Hey everyone, I'm Marty and I have no idea why I wear no shoes. Welcome to Weekly Gaming Traffic, where I briefly show and talk about games released in the past week, and the past week for this episode is between 20th and 26th of March 2017. Awesome games in action and casual section and bombs. The power word for this week is bombs. Sounds interesting, isn't it? Let's check it out then. I will be honest, not much here this week. Sorry. There was a time when I was doing some fishing myself, long time ago. It was relaxing, soothing, and it didn't feel like a waste of time. The only problem I had was what to do with all the fish I caught. Which leaves us with the question of ethics. Is it better to catch a fish and eat it, or let it go back to the water wounded? It's not so simple if you think about it. Action platformers are back. Kinda. Let's get obvious things out of the way. The graphics in Day of Infamy is simple, feels outdated, but still looks good. Looks okay. Other than that, everything seems above average about this game. It's a multiplayer first-person shooter. We are thrown right into the middle of World War II. The combat is dynamic, immersive, and requires teamwork. We can choose to be one of 9 classes and play in 10 different objective-based game modes. A platformer, at last. Whenever there is a week without platformers, I feel like I was disappointing someone. Anyway, 88 Heroes platformer. The price is awfully high. The concept is interesting. The art is pixel. Well done pixel art, I might add. We get 88 lives to finish the game. Each life is one of 88 unique heroes with their special abilities. 88 levels to beat and 88 seconds for each level. Sounds really cool, isn't it? Except the price, of course. Every time I see Trump in a game, I want to say, well done USA, you do what you can do the best, which is being attention whores. The game is nothing but intense scroll down shooter, and it could be top down if it wasn't side view. So yeah, we must escort a bomb to the center of the earth. Lots of action for sure, pixel art style, and it's really cool, except that thing. Remakes of old school games are always welcomed in my book, even if it's not cool to play them anymore. I've spent hundreds of hours playing Dynablaster, Bomberman, long time ago, and the only thing I remember is that it was lots of fun. Splody is just the same, with the new graphics of course and couple tweaks and new stuff added like huge maps to compete on, level editor, and online multiplayer. Lots of fun. Battle for Orion 2 is one of those games that is, but at the same time it is not. It's a real-time grand strategy, but it doesn't feel that massive. The graphics is pleasant for the eye, but at the same time it isn't when we look at it closely. Overall, Battle for Orion 2 is pretty cool, massive little RTS. Manager games are taking over this week's casual section. A turn-based strategy which is not primarily about killing the enemy. In Afghanistan, we put our efforts and resources to provide security to civilians and build good relationship with villagers. We also must isolate militia leaders so the natives can hopefully reject the Taliban. Casualties of any kind actually do bad for us and we want to avoid it at all cost, but sometimes someone well hidden in mountains with a rocket launcher can disturb it. Sounds quite interesting, not what we are used to, for sure. Algotica is as much fun as it is educational. We control a robotic program. No, we don't use arrows or WSD keys. We write commands to make the robot move. At first it's very simple. Forward, turn left, turn right, go backward. But each new level adds to the difficulty of programming our little robot. New commands and new obstacles to avoid and new things to do, like collect all the memory cells before going to exit. Also, as you can see, the game looks very nice and it has this cybernetic ambience. Everyone, or most of us, want to make quick and easy money. And a lot of people do. That's why we have such a shitty content on YouTube sometimes. MakeThatMoney is a text-based manager game. We get 500 virtual dollars and we are left in a city seen from top down. We can work for money, we can buy houses, we can buy businesses, we can rob people, we can be chased by cops. There are banks, stores, day and night cycle, and only a lifetime of our character to get rich. Battle Brothers lets us own mercenary company in a turn-based tactical combat and procedurally generated open world. There are no strict classes. Each character can be anything but cannot be anyone. What that means? It means each character is unique with its own background story and traits. If the character dies, it stays dead or comes back to life as an undead one. To all that, we have everything that RPG should have, with couple awesome twists like weapons granting unique skills. Overall, it's a well-made, solid game. Very briefly about two new manager games. Out of the Park Baseball 18 is officially licensed by MLB.com and MLB.PA. We can guide our favorite team and play any historical season, or we can create our own fictional team and beat them all. Club Manager is about being football manager. Allow me to quote. Club Manager has everything that a good football manager needs. Whether it's tactics, statistics, a transfer market, stadium upgrades, advertising, merchandising, developing the stadium periphery, fostering youth talent, training sessions or training camps, end of the quote, including comprehensive league system. Famous continuations and AAA productions. Dessert, which is my pick of the week. Techwars Online 2 is a MMORPG, which stands for Massively Multiplayer Online Robot Battle Game. Remember, I made that up. The game is in early access and I can tell it has a potential to become very intense. I have lots of fun playing it, which you can check by clicking in the cards right now. And it's worth to at least watch and follow the game to see how it develops. And that's it for this week, except one last thing to say. Eat your veggies. They taste good, if well made. They are healthy and they give lots of energy. Thank you for watching. I hope you feel informed or even found something good for yourself to play. See you next week in another weekly gaming traffic, or see you in other videos. Have a good week, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.